Howdy ho, YouTube! Sunny Maxie here with episode 8 of our Fire Emblem 7 Let's Play. Now, last episode we came across 2 new units again. These first 10 levels with Lynn, we get a lot of units almost every episode, so it's nice to build up our army. But first we got Matthew, the thief, who can open doors and chests for us with his lockpick. Can't take much of a hit, but he's pretty good at avoiding. On the screen right there is the thief actually using Matthew's model, so hey, perfect timing. And then the nomad, we'll just keep going with that, was Wrath, who is obviously on horseback, and he's an archer. He's pretty much the same as Will, but longer range, and the bow he comes with is called a short bow, which gives him a higher chance for critical hits. So we got them when we were rescuing the Marquis of a city called Araphen that was being under attack because of our shenanigans. Then after we storm the castle and save his ass, we realize he's a bit of a racist towards the Lycian people, so Wrath, who had been his captain of the guard, has left him and joined us. Did I say he was racist against Lycians? He was racist against Sycaeans, which are Lynn and Wrath. So just wanted to be sure I cleared that up. Alright, without any further ado, let us go on to Chapter 7, Siblings Abroad. And the only reason it's suspended right now is because I had to go into the mission and save it from there so I could start back this next episode at the title screen. So, I'm not jumping over anything, we're not losing anything, trust me. We're just starting this entire chapter over so you guys can read it along with me. Lynn takes her leave of Araphen, finding no aid from its spiteful Marquis. Excuse me. Now she and her companions resume their march towards Kaelin and Ernest, racing against time with her grandfather's life for prize. Harried and impatient, Lynn presses onward. Suddenly, a young boy appears, not a young beer of boys. A young boy appears and pleads for their assistance. Chapter 7, Siblings Abroad. Uh-oh, epic music. What's going on? Please, somebody please help. That's enough. Get out now. I want none of your trouble. But sir, why? You were so kind yesterday. I thought you were just 2 kids, a couple of traveling performers. If those men are chasing you, you must be up to no good. Now, get up and get out. Go on, get. You're a plague on decent folk. But, what a mess. So, looks like someone's in trouble. Where are we, Kent? This is Cathalet. We'll head due south, we'll pass into Kaelin. From here, I'd say we have about 10 days' ride to Castle Kaelin. Assuming we don't run into any delays. Why would you say that? That is the perfect jinx. Thank you, Zane. 10 days. Now I talk trash about Zane a lot, but I actually really like it. Just easy to make fun of him. Pardon me, but... Yes, can I help you? You and your friends, are you mercenaries? And if we are, I need your help. Milady Lindis, you mustn't let your guard down, not even for a child. I know. Forgive me, but we're in a hurry. Is there someone else you can ask? There's no time. Ninian's been... That's my sister. Some men have taken her away. Your sister? Did you say your sister's been accosted? Insane. That's right, but some cruel, awful men. I don't know what I'll do without Ninian. Lady Lindis, we must help. Nonsense, we haven't the time. The Marquis is ill, as we've heard. We must proceed. I want to help this child. Milady? I'm worried about my grandfather, of course. But this, I cannot stand by and let a child be taken from her home. I see. I'm sorry, Ken. I am your loyal retainer. You owe me no apologies. You must do as your heart dictates, my lady. I will follow you no matter where that may lead. Thank you. Ha! Such a noble speech. Ever the true knight, that one. Well, you're in luck, laddie. Let's go and get your sister. Will you lead us to the men who've done this? Uh-huh. They're really tough, so be careful. Leave them to us. We're pretty tough ourselves, right, son? Bet your ass we are. Uh-oh. Well, only 2 of them, so that looks okay, so... oh no. Found him. Come, it's back to Nurgle with you. Quiet now. No, let Ninian go, because Nurgle sounds like a pleasant gentleman. We ain't supposed to kill you, but we can sure rough you up. Get him! Huh? Who do you think you are? Well then, let the boy's sister go. Ah, so you want to help the kid, huh? What a shame. You're gonna die for something that don't concern you. You think so, do you? Do we look so meek to you? I think you're in for a terrible shock. Stupid girl. You'll regret those words. Take him down, boys. So, they're just saying, starting with this chapter, we'll see the preparation screen. On this screen, we can choose who can fight, and we can equip items and arrange our units. It's pretty much now that we've gotten Nils on our team. I don't think they told us his name yet, but his name is Nils. We have him on this team, and now we've got more units than we can use in this chapter. So we've got pick which ones we want to use. See, we can only use 8 this chapter. Different chapters have different numbers of units we can use. So if we go back, we can check the map and take a look at the screen to help decide beforehand. But guy who we haven't seen him fight yet, but he uses dark magic, which is actually quite good against mercs. Elemental magic, I suppose we could say. Nature magic. So, we don't necessarily want him there, even though there is one of the nature magic there. Now, nature magic, or elemental magic, whichever we want to call it, is good against light magic, which we don't have yet, but I still don't want to risk necessarily using Urk out here until I absolutely have to. So I'll probably send him away to bring in Wrath. It doesn't look like anyone else. It doesn't look like we have any use of Matthew, so only hard part is these mountains are going to slow us down a lot when I have to go through the fort, but we can afford that time. I just figure out which button goes back to our... There we go. Formation. Nope. There we go. Finally back to the preparation screen. It's much easier on an actual Game Boy than an emulator. We'll send Urk away. Pick up Wrath, even though his short bow doesn't have a lot of uses. I think we might be able to buy now. Is there anything we need from anyone else? We can go to trade now. I want to give Lynn our angelic robe that we got before. And we'll give Kent, who is better with swords, the armor slayer. There we go. Feels like it's pretty good. So we can quickly use this on when any of these use items, like the angelic robe or anything that ups our stats, we can use at this screen. So it's going to be really helpful because it doesn't take up a turn. So she has 28 health. Insane. We'll actually trade over Kent's weaker sword, so he's got a couple swords on him. With that, I think pretty good. I'm gonna keep the door key just because we've got nowhere else to store, so we're just gonna leave that on Wrath. Alright, now we can rearrange our units into more helpful formation. If I can click the right button, A button, which in this case is my V key. Kent insane up just because he's got a horse and Florina can fly to help you close. So we'll move Will a tad bit closer to try and help there. Alright, and with that, I'm going to save the game, just for the sake of safety. We're going to get started. See, we're facing a shaman son. I've heard of the practitioners of the dark arts are fearsome foes. What to be here for? What? Who are you? Please forgive me. I never meant to startle you. Your robes, they look like religious vestiary? Are you an Elmine bishop? Yes, well, no. I'm only an acolyte, an Elmine monk, to be specific. My name's Lucius. You have business with us? I was at the end where this child came seeking help. The innkeeper was afraid to get involved. He was unpleasant. I wasn't afraid of him. I'm used to being treated that way. It's awful. May I please lend you my services? I truly wish to help the boy, if only a little. Of course. Thank you very much. Blessings of St. Alamine upon you. So, I'm saying Lucius has joined our group, and he uses the light magic I was discussing earlier, so that'll give him a nice advantage over the dark magic. Magic has their own weapon triangle, just like the weapons do. Like I said, white beats dark, dark beats element, and element magic beats white, so just gotta keep that in mind and not send Lucius against those regular mages that we saw earlier. So we get a nice little preview of light and dark magic. They both look pretty nice to use. Kinda like the way the dark magic looks more, especially the higher level dark magic. It's all these sigils and symbols on it. I can help too. Nils, can you fight? No, but I'm a bard. Bards are useful to have around. A bard? Do you mean you're a minstrel? This is no place for a ballad or a music. It's no place for music. Come on, trust me. I'm all yours, son. It's time to see what Nils can do. So pretty much bards, and later on in other games, dancers, can play music or dance to reinvigorate our units that have already taken their turn. What do you think? That was lovely. Invigorating you. You gotta play for me sometime. I can use the boost. Everyone can. My magic can refresh you all. Oh, music. Not music, magic. Magic music. All it does is give a certain unit another turn. So this time we'll let Lucius go ahead and finish him off, just because, why not? It's what he's here for. Despite the long hair and the pretty face, Lucius is in fact a guy. As we can see later on in the game, they're going to make that mistake a couple times, but alright, just gotta get going, gotta get down here and face a dark shaman for a boss. That's a new one for us. And hit up this village while we're here. It's got a group. Let's see. Yeah, I'll use this sword just because that bandit is close. And bandits, oh, that's correct what I'm saying. The bandits can move over mountains pretty easy. So, don't want to risk. See, he can move slightly better than other units might. Everyone else is going to have to take their time and slowly go through here, at least for Wrath, Sane, and Kent, because horses and mountains do not mix. We do have a shop here, which is going to sell us vulnaries and the like. Check it out. It sells vulnaries, healing, and fire magic. So we'll pick up a heal for Sarah, pick up a fire for Urk for the next time we need him. And we'll pick up one more vulnerary to be safe. Oh, we're full. We'll just bypass that. I don't want to spend too much time buying and trading. If I ever do feel the need to buy and trade, I'll just cut that part out of the video because no one really wants to see all of that. See if they... Nope, sometimes the enemy units will say something beforehand, have a little speech or spiel. Let's attack with the sword instead of the lance and the axe guy. We don't need to replay of episode 1. Hey, speaking of lances, we got a fresh one. So we will move Sane out here. I don't want him too far down, otherwise they'll get in the forest and get the advantage. So this guy's gonna have to face us on open ground and we can reposition later. But now we can slowly start moving the guys out. If we're lucky, he might attack Florina, but she's on a mountain and that gives her a slight advantage. So chances are he'll go for Sane, just because the units aren't completely stupid, the enemies. Every now and again they'll slip up, but that's to be expected on easy. Now Nils, being a dancer, isn't able to fight either, so we want to try to level him up as much as we can, just so he can take hits if we need him to, but for the most part he's going to stay in the back. We'll have Sarah heal up Lucius real quick, just for some quick experience for her. Oh, he did go for Florina. Just a bit of a surprise. But she's not able to take him out, and maybe Sane was, so let's keep her going with the Sun Lance for now. Just for the sake of, you know, not using the stronger weapon. So take that out. This guy can move us pretty far, right? So I'll go ahead and move Kent down here to take him out with the sword. Or missed the first one. But that's alright, it gives Wrath a chance to get some experience now. Which is always nice. just gonna slowly move our people through the mountains. If we'd gone around, we could have had Florina take out this snag to get over, but she's the only one who can get over there anyway, so there's no point. If you take out the snag, it can make a bridge so we can cross water, but we don't really need that now because no other units other than her can pass over the peaks. So it would be kind of pointless and just be really wasting her movements. So moving everyone up slowly but surely. And we'll have Nels dance again just for the sake of getting experience. He only gets 10 experience for each dance though, and starting at level 1 with a max level of 20. I'm bad at math, that's like 2,000 dances or 2,000 experience. I don't know, bad at math. Forget I said anything. It's a lot of dances before he'll be able to max out his level. So I'm not even gonna bother with it. Dorcas is full, so I won't send him to that village, but we can have Wrath start to maybe take out the sword. Nope, not take him out, so it's gonna slow us down a bit. We could have Florina come here. Worry about that guy with the axe. But I don't think he'll be able to reach us now. Now, of course, we just have to worry about this one, because Kent's not able to attack. Kent out of the way. And looks like Will be able to get him. Will. Not gonna be able to take him out. Let's see where Nils can. See if he can. No, Nils isn't gonna be able to help anyone attack again. I was hoping he might be able to reach Raph, but it's a bit of a stretch. It's quite a ways out. But Florina being on a mountain should get a good advantage from this guy and stay safe. Only one we have to worry about. I'm just worried about her because she's not good at taking hits per se. Sane has enough room. We can send him to the village in case they give us an item. So how much do you know about magic, huh? Magical attacks are special. You can't just avoid them like a sword or an axe. Not even if you're wearing armor. Who's tough against magic? Let me think. Well, anyone who uses magic or staves. Pegasus Knights too. Okay, so Pegasus Knights have good resistance, so that'll be able to keep her safe against that mage. He's giving us giving us a pure water, which will increase our resistance for a certain. I think just for one turn, but we can check. I don't think it increases our resistance overall. Yeah, boost resistance for I think 3 turns maybe, but I usually just sell them because they're good money. Dorcas over. Slowly but surely we are getting everyone across. I'll keep him away from the anima magic. That's what we call the elemental magic. Anima magic. And there he goes. Oh, he decided to move up and attack Will, which was smart because Will wasn't able to attack back. Florina's not even going to be able to finish this guy, but she can weaken him and get some experience. Have Raph over here. Just get out of the way so Will can try to catch up on levels. I mean, Wrath is level 7, so I'm not really worried about him level-wise. Not saying Kent. I always mix them up. I don't mean to, but just when I'm saying their names. I know in my head who I'm talking about, but it just doesn't happen. And if I remember correctly, this house has a special little event if we go talk to someone there. If we talk to the person in it. It just shows us the character that we'll get later on. I think it's that house. I'm not positive, but it should be that house. We'll start moving him over the meadow and through the woods to wherever this house we go. Or this was grandfather's castle we go. Oh, I did not realize that he was close enough to get to us, but it's alright. Like any magic user, he's not going to be particularly strong. Since Sane is better with our lances, we'll just attack him. Sane was lucky enough to avoid that. I'm going to move Glenn there, just because if it is the one, I want to have Lords go and talk. You know, I always try to have my Lords do something special if I need them to. Just because they're the most special ones. They're the most specialist ones we have. Well, I am going to have Kent sit there. I'm going to go there. And Nils is getting overpowered. Unfortunately, but can't really move much. So, Kent up towards Sarah, so she can move over here and heal him. And maybe now Nils will be able to reach Kent. And now we can move Kent closer to attack the boss. But he'll get attacked by that Black Fang member first. His Black Fang, or what these group are calling themselves. Sane here onto the fort to give him an advantage and heal himself next turn. Marina being, as that one gentleman just told us, good against magic, and I don't really have to worry about her. So just slowly moving everything. Now, time for when, if this is the house, I'm pretty sure this is the one I'm thinking of. We'll visit her. Ah, yes. Blast! Elliott's late. I wonder what's keeping him. I'm starting to think my axe will rust over before he finds his way here. So that was a preview of a character that we'll meet later on in the story. So it'd be nice to have Hector pop in. Oh, and Florina, despite having a pretty good chance to avoid, ended up getting hit. That's kind of disappointing, but it happens. Move well over here to the forest, just to weaken up this. Will got hit too. These magic guys are pretty accurate. You can avoid them, but it is difficult. Let's just take him out in one hit, not give him a chance to retaliate. So he should be able to attack. Most bosses don't move, so I'm not too terribly worried about him if he decides. But if he decides to, pretty much anyone can take at least one hit. If they didn't, I'd be pretty disappointed in them. I don't want to have Wrath there because Wrath, with his short bow, gets good criticals. I want to wait on that because, like I say, I always want my Lord to be the final blow. Just because I like them strong. I like it when they're the ones who are, leading the charge and all that. Right next to there, so I'll go there just for the sake of fun. Getting Nils some experience and being able to move closer. Equip the Iron Sword just so I don't accidentally use it. I'm going to wait until next turn to attack just because I don't want anyone getting too trigger happy and beating him. Alright, Lucius. Boss. Who are you supposed to be? Playing the heroes in some foolish knightly romance? You may think you're helping the children, but you're only rushing to your doom. Ah, rude. Now, a lot of the times, the bosses will have specific things that they say to your lord, too. But not always. A lot of these bosses early on just kind of say the same generic thing. But sometimes they have special little words for a lord, so hopefully Glenn will be able to take him out, but 79 hit chance, it's iffy. Let's try, let's find out. Nope, and he doesn't say anything special. He said sometimes they do, but not always. And excellent, Glenn has defeated him. You were only striking at air. You were too late. The girl was already... I don't believe air bleeds quite as much as he does. So, I think he might have been on. Now Lynn's level 9, almost halfway to the max level. Max level's 20. Nils, where's your sister? Ninian? Ninian! She's not here. Why? Where could she be? My Lady Lindis, the villager spotted a group of men riding south. Boy's dear sister. They must have her. Come, we must give chase. But we won't make it. Wow, he's a cheery one, isn't he? What if they've already... Are you looking for this girl here? Some dashing hero comes? Rescuing fair maidens? Ninian! Ninian! She'll be fine. She's just lost consciousness. Who are you? I'm Elliott of Foray. My father is the Marquis. Oh, so the Elliott that the man in the house was talking about earlier. The Marquis' son. She was with a band of ruffians. She seemed quite upset. She looked in need of rescuing. Was I wrong to involve myself? No, you saved her life. Thank you. My name is Lynn. I'm from Cicade. I'm Marquis Kaelin's granddaughter. Marquis Kaler. You know something we don't know? And that's my story. Not an easy tale to believe, I know. No, I do believe you. What? At first glance, all I saw was the daughter of the Plainsfolk. Now I can see it, though. You had your grandfather's eyes. Do you know my grandfather? The Marquis, Lord Howson, is my father's good friend. I also know that the proud people of the Cay tell no lies. It's true, isn't it? Yes, thank you. I would not have expected a Lycian noble to be so courteous to Sakane. Well, he's not like Araphen. Marquis of Araphen is a bit of a douche nozzle, but now you're being the same way and judging everyone. You seem to be in trouble. May I be of assistance? Thank you for your kind offer. This is my problem, though, and I'll deal with it. I see. I'll be in the area in a few days longer. If you need anything, please let me know. On this, I'm on your side. No, it would. Thank you. Oh, well, nice of him. Nice. It's good to see nice nobles. Ninian, are you awake? Nils, is it really you? Oh, you're safe. Uh-huh. These people helped me. Who are they? I'm Lynn. I'm glad you're feeling better. Milady Lynn, thank you. Can we please keep staying away? Just because she was just unconscious. I don't think she really needs to deal with that right now. I'm called Ninian. My brother Nils and I are traveling performers. Both of you? Your brother's a musician. How about you, Ninian? I dance. Oh, god dang it, I was hoping. What? Oh my, you're a dancer? Sing later, please. Yeah, of course. Hey, Captain Check. A dancer? Your clothes don't look like those of a dancer. Indian dances to honor life. It's special. Sacred. A sacred dance? What does that mean? The dance I perform when we travel is just a normal dance. My other dance, though, when they caught me, I twisted my ankle. Cannot dance to aid you, I'm sorry. It would have been nice to have a bard and a dancer. They could just go back and forth on each other, make them get to level 20. Please don't worry. We're just happy to see that you're out of harm's way. Thank you. But I am concerned about your leg. You can't travel on it. I have an idea. Would it be too much to ask that we travel with you? I can't allow that. It's far too dangerous. We're being hunted. We never know when we're going to be attacked. We wouldn't be a hindrance. We could even help you. Right, Ninian? Yes, we might be able to repay our debt using our special talents. Special abilities. When something poses a threat to us, we can sense its approach. Truly? That's amazing. We can feel it coming. We can't do anything to stop it. You're warriors, though, so you don't have to worry. What do you think, Ken? I think leaving them here would cause Lady Linda's more worry than having them travel with us. Sam? Oh, never mind. I know what your answer is. Do you really want to travel with us? Of course. You have our gratitude, my lady. Oh. What's wrong, Ninian? I've lost my ring. Your ring? Not Nini's Grace. The very one. They stole it? Those curs? Was it valuable? It was a keepsake from our departed mother. It was placed by the spirit of Ninnis. There's no other like it in the world. Now, we've lost it to those villains. There's nothing we can do. You're right. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Can I talk to you something? You heard all that, right? What do you think? I'd really love to retrieve Ninian's ring for her. Well, if Nils is right, those thieves might prove too strong for us. We can handle it. When you fulfill certain conditions, side quests may make themselves apparent to you. Side quests allow you to learn things that aren't part of the main story. You might meet new enemies or find new companions. However, side quests are very difficult, and once you begin one, you must see it through to its end. If you plan to challenge a side quest, I suggest you save the data from the previous. Who is I? Who's talking to us right now? Would pretty much tell us that we can have a side quest, and I always like to do them because we get more experience. So yes, we're going to embark on this side quest, and wow, this is almost a half hour, so... You want to help them? That's great. We'll wrap it up soon, so... Just the thing I knew you would say something. Kent, sane! Those men were headed south. We must get pursuit. On your word, milady. There's no turning back now. Let's ride. Okay, so yeah, 30-minute long episode. That's new. And they're only going to get longer missions, so I'll try to keep no episode going past half an hour. If I need to cut it in half when it gets to the half-hour point, I'll just close it. We'll do a suspend of data, which means we can stop it right then, and then we can recontinue in the next episode. So, at 30 minutes, we're going to end this episode, and I will see you all next time. Bye.